So we've decided to redo the format of our NFL picks. We're no longer doing a podcast directly for it. The podcast is basically just going on hiatus at this point, mainly due to just some technical issues. We just can't continue doing them for the time being. So instead, we're going to post NFL picks on our YouTube channel. And as some of you may know, if you continue to listen, if you're new, we don't do picks for Thursday games. The games are Sunday or Monday only, so no Thursday games. So that'll also include this Thanksgiving week. And we got 3 games on the schedule for Thanksgiving, and the 3 games are the Eagles against the Detroit Lions, Carolina against Dallas, Chicago against Green Bay. Uh, Philadelphia would take on Detroit on Fox at 12:30 Eastern Thursday. Carolina will take on Dallas at 4:30 Eastern on CBS, and the night game against Chicago and Green Bay at Green Bay, which will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on NBC. So the Eagles, they're coming off a loss last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 45-17. Only one team has scored more points on the road against Philadelphia since the 1970 NFL merger, and that would be the New Orleans Saints. So the Eagles, they're just in a mess, back-to-back losses, but they could be in first place if Chip Kelly finds a way to revamp this team and get them a necessary win against a Lions team that just they had a good win against the Raiders in their last home win. They're back home. So that could help them in this type of game because last week they won 18-13 in that game. Right now, it's hard for me to sit here and say that I think the Eagles are going to win this game. Honestly, I don't think the Eagles are going to win this game. I'm taking Detroit, not because of anything Detroit has done magically, but if you're going to be honest, history says the Eagles should win this game. They're 6-0 all time on Thanksgiving Day. They're playing awful football right now, and injuries trying to catch up with them. It just doesn't seem like the Eagles are going to win this game. Yeah, the Lions are no longer the worst team in the NFL after consecutive wins, so that's good, I guess. If you're Detroit, uh, they're still stuck in NFC North where they're never going to climb back into that race. You just can't. The worst team in the league right now is either the Browns, the Chargers, or the Tennessee Titans as of this recording. So I just don't see the Eagles winning this game, and I'm just going to take Detroit, even though it doesn't count towards the picks this week. Panthers taking on the Cowboys. Tony Romo's back, brought back some life. Some of the focus of some of the issues for the Dallas Cowboys are starting to ease up a little bit, but they take on a Carolina Panthers team that's 10-0 after their 44-16 thrashing against Washington. That Panthers team is really good. And right now, if I had a vote right now, Cam Newton would be my MVP. They're putting up a good amount of points per game, averaging almost 30 points per game. They've got 25 takeaways, which to me is insane. Like, that's how good they've been on both sides of the ball right now. And, yeah, I think Carolina wins that game. Final game of the Thanksgiving games, Bears-Packers. Okay, the Bears came slightly back to life, back to where we thought they were. They're out of the clouds now after they lost to Denver, even though Peyton Manning went down, and you had to deal with Brock Osweiler, who I still don't really believe in. No offense, I don't really believe in Brock Osweiler, but there were 2 TDs and he got them the win, and I can't really like drag on him for it. So yeah, Brock Osweiler had a good game. Defense about that Denver defense is really good. Jay Cutler had an okay performance. He threw for 56% of his passes that were completed, no touchdowns. So he can't continue to extend that lead that he had in the franchise touchdowns total. So yeah, to me, Green Bay, they've also not had a good time. They're not really doing too hot right now. Packers, though, they did firmly put themselves in that NFC North after beating the Minnesota Vikings 30-13. correct? Yeah, 30-13. So now they're number one in the NFC North, and the NFC North is close. And I think Green Bay is going to be focused on the idea that they have to firmly plant themselves in first place. So, um, yeah, this is a big matchup again. Rivalry games always, you don't know where they're going to go, even no matter where the two teams are in the standings. But I'm taking the Green Bay Packers out there in pretty much 90% of the people. But again, you can't keep sleeping on Chicago, even though Chicago is not a very good team. But yeah, I think that it'll be the Green Bay Packers winning this one.